We're about to get this show on the road. We're about to punch some throats today. Today we're going to talk about what have you given up to make it? If your life has been the same from the time you decided to try to do this thing to now, you probably haven't given up enough. I just want to, just keep it real with you. Today we're going to talk about some things I had to give up to make it and some things that you should be looking into. If you can't sit back and say I've given something up or my life has changed where I do less of X, Y, and Z, you probably ain't trying to make it as best as you think you are. So today we're going to talk about some of that because you should be going through a little bit of change at home, in the personal life, in the friendship area. You should be going through some change to make this happen. But first, we're going to roll some graphics. Let's do that. What's going on, everybody? You are in the place to be. Let me start off with a few things. First, if this is your first time on this channel, my name is Ty. I'm a former Army combat photographer, 2,862 confirmed kills with a Canon battery, the only photographer on the planet that got kills with a Canon. I'm joking. I don't have confirmed kills with a Canon battery. That would be dope though, but it's not my thing. I was talking about pictures, shutter counts, not kills. I'm sorry. Anyway, this channel is about turning your passion into your profit. It's where creatives come to learn business. If you want to learn how to do Photoshop, if you want to learn how to make your grandmama eyes look in the same direction at the same time, this ain't the place for it. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about some of the things you may be giving up if you're going to go and pursue this journey. And I'm going to say this again. Some people who have heard this know I cover this in like chapter 1 of the master course, because I talk about your personal life and things that you may encounter when you decide to go in business like this. It is extremely important that you understand that your life will change when you take on this full-time entrepreneurial journey alone. Your circle's going to change, your pocket's going to change, your life going to change. Things you value are going to change, right? I haven't watched TV and I don't know how long. If I got a show, I'll try to catch it. I'm going to tell you, I haven't touched my Xbox in about 3-4 years. I'm going to be honest with you. I love video games. I love it. I love it. I just haven't been able to get on Call of Duty and get it in like I normally do because business has been more valuable. It ain't that I ain't had the time. It's just that when I sit down and I hold that controller, I'm thinking to myself, like, what am I doing? Is this helping me or is this hurting me? Is this just entertaining me or is it fulfilling? Is it something I love to do that's helping my business get to where I want to go? Let me look outside. I don't got enough cars. Let me look at my house. I'm out of square footage. Gosh, let me go check my bank account. Now the decimal's not in the right place. So it's not enough commas. So I got to do what I got to do. That's just me. Whatever motivates you, if a kill streak motivates you, then it may motivate you to go do what you got to do. But for me, I want to be in a comfortable place. So for me, I've given up a lot of things to chase my dreams. I've given up people because there are people who I don't bring around me. I still got love for them. They're still friends. They're still family. They're still cool. But when they start talking that 9 to 5, I'm stuck here. The world is against me. I'm the victim. It's so saturated. All this ignorance and this mentality. I don't keep myself around those people a lot because, yeah, so what? I'm in America. So what? I started with this. So what? I got a Detroit public school education. So what? I'm black. So what? I'm whatever. I'm still going to get what I got to get. I'm still going to go after it and do it. And if you sit around a bunch of people who look at what they don't have, they're going to always be in that situation. Nobody has been handed the perfect hand of cards. Nobody. I don't care how much money you think they got, what part of the country, world you think they grew up in. They may have better cards than you, but nobody has been handed everything perfectly. The difference is you're sitting in back looking at what you don't have when you should be happy and grateful for what you do have and use that to get where you got to go. You got to save yourself. Nobody's coming. Go handle your business, grow your business, make the money you can make to invest in the changes you want to see in the world. Don't just be about it in your head. So that's just me. And some people feel differently, but I felt like you got to go get it. If you're an entrepreneur, you're a go-getter. Excuses won't get you nowhere. Everything you need to go from rags to riches is in a book, on a video, in a $10 course, or it's available to you. And a lot of times you are your own worst enemy. Most times, 90% of the times, you are your own worst enemy. So to fix that, you're going to have to go talk to the guy in the mirror. The world don't owe you nothing. My mother used to say, the world don't owe you nothing. Get up. It's something that unbelievably, a lot of people don't hear. The parents tell them we in fantasy world and stuff's gonna be great. And you just go to school and get great A's and you're gonna get a lot of money and things are gonna be wonderful. You're gonna meet the love of your life and things are gonna be great. I was in Detroit public schools where people wasn't showing up to school because they wasn't getting money or they was getting shot in front of the school. So look at what you got going for you. Be happy that you got 10 fingers and 10 toes if you got it. There's some viewers that got 9. You still got enough to get it done. Use what you got to go where you want to go. Stop making excuses. And let's go back to what's going to change around you or what have you given up. Again, I said I gave up people. I gave up relationships. I gave up long-term friendships to progress because a lot of those are holding you back. Not saying I don't love them. Not saying I don't deal with them. There's just a time and place for it. I started to put friends in certain categories. There go your workout friend. There go your basketball friend. There go your football friend. There go your whatever. But just know which set of friends you hanging out with. It need to be your entrepreneurial, forward-minded friends that are go-getters, that are talking to you and holding you accountable for the changes you're looking to make in your life. This is a full-time journey. This ain't no part-time crap. This is a lifestyle. It's not a hobby. So you have to look at it that way. There's some bad habits you're going to have to start to look at and say, hey, this ain't cool. I'm throwing money in the club. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. She don't really like me, dog. It's just good customer service. There's certain spending habits that you're going to have to stop. Hey, to get this company off the ground, I may not be able to get $300 shoes. I may have to rock the Skippies. I may have to go get the cheap champ shoes. There may be some things you have to sacrifice so that you can put money into the things that will help you grow. See, we have been conditioned to be consumers. We have been conditioned to just survive. We have been conditioned to go to a job, work just to survive and not invest. And when I say invest, I don't mean stocks, right? There's nothing wrong with investing in stocks and crypto, but you're literally saying, I trust somebody else to flip my dollar more than I trust myself. So before you do that, find a way to flip your dollar yourself and then you'll profit from there. Then you go invest. But you need to develop a brand or a business within yourself worth investing in and stop letting other people control your future. Either you're going to happen to life or life going to happen to you. And you have to make that decision. And I like to talk about personal life because people think it's just about business. It's not just about business. You have to have a solid foundation. There are people in your life right now that's giving you wrong information. It's because they're not, the kind word is intelligent in that area to help you. They want to help you, but they may not be able to. And you have to be intelligent and mature enough to say, I love you. Thank you. I'm going to hear you out because I love you. But let me put this on this piece of paper and sit this over here. And let me get back to my book. Everybody going to have an opinion. Everybody that's going to work tomorrow going to have an opinion about how to run your business you've been doing for years. You've been surviving on for years. And that's okay. You can still love them, but invest time in areas that help you grow. People are comfortable living in a world where they rather watch other people do it than to get it themselves. They're okay seeing other people do great things than to go out and do it. I don't want to watch beaches on TV. I want to go there myself. And I have to make the changes to do it. I have to understand that my environment or where I'm from or my generational curses or things that I'm taught or growing up listening to 20 hours of Tupac, I got to realize what it has done to me and what I need to do to pivot and change from that direction. You're going to have to take a step back and look around in your life and notice that you're okay with a level you shouldn't be okay with, but you don't know no better. And that's okay. Working in this industry, when you're working with businesses and CEOs and executives, oh, you're going to know better. I remember I did a shoot, right? And I was in a room. It was Roger Staubach, former Cowboy quarterback in real estate. He worth about $500 million. CEO of Coca-Cola, CEO of DirecTV, and like a chairman of AT&T before they merged. Here I am, a photographer, taking pictures. I was in a closed-in room, and I've gotten so good as a photographer that people forget that I'm there. And that's my job. Allow them to get comfortable enough where they forget that I'm there. As I preserve the moment and I hear their conversation, it's unlike anything I've ever been around because I didn't grow up like that. I haven't been, it's different. And I'm there capturing images, but I'm also there for me to soak up as much as I can so I can learn how to maneuver in that environment. You can't tell me I don't deserve to be there. I'm here. I may not be here by the means in which they are, but I'm here. And I listened to them talk for about 2 hours and it just blew my mind. And I started to realize my habits weren't what their habits were. They weren't doing nothing I couldn't afford to do now. It wasn't like they were like, we're going to fly to Egypt and, we're going to stand on top of the pyramid and take selfies. They wasn't doing anything crazy like that. Like, they had different habits. Their idea of downtime included education. My idea of downtime included Call of Duty. In my mind, I'm like, how is that fun to you? But they made it fun. It was just a wake-up call from me. I left that meeting a different person. I left that meeting understanding that my way of thinking was incorrect. Not blaming nobody, not mad at nobody. The world did the best it could from my position. I'm not mad at the world. But now that I know that I need to improve, it's up to me to do it. So you're going to have to give up a lot to go where you're trying to go. I don't want to BS you. If your habits are the same a year from now, your pocket's going to be the same a year from now. If you're hanging around the same people in 2021 and 2022, you're going to be in the same spot. Get weird about changing your life. Be obsessed with it. There's a great book called Be Obsessed or Be Average. It's really, really good, about a guy who, he had a drug problem. He had an addiction to drugs, and he took that addiction and he applied it to his business. He applied it to his ability to sell. He went from being like a door-to-door salesman to owning just millions in real estate, and just his life has changed. It's okay to be obsessed as long as you're obsessed with the right thing. Hey, keep in mind that the video you just watched contains clips from a longer lecture that's available to our gold members at FlashFilmAcademy.com. You can go to FlashFilmAcademy.com to watch the complete lectures if you want to get all the gems and all the information, or you can stay on the channel and continue watching some of our content here. Just click one of those boxes somewhere around here. Just, yeah, you know where to go. Right up in here, somewhere, wherever it pops up, you know what to do. You got this.